ready to trigger. So to the title, Donald Trump and RFK, they formed a unity party. I just watched RFK's speech. It's about 30 minutes long. I broke it down into 60-second increments. I listened to the whole thing. I snipped it. I put it on YouTube. He declares that war, the vaccines, or known as chronic disease, and censorship are the reasons why he is no longer supporting Kamala Harris, who won't meet with him, won't talk with him. He believes that Kamala and Waltz are deep state agents of the CIA, FBI, NHS, etc. That the Soros, the Clinton, the Obamas, that they are all neoconservatives in disguise that want forever war. They want to depopulate the fucking planet, depopulate the U.S., keep open borders, poison our foods, poison us with vaccines, with fake wars, censorship, misinformation. And if it wasn't for fucking X platform or this app, even Clownhouse, I wouldn't have the ability to come on here and tell you the truth, which is if Kamala Harris and Waltz win, we are living under a neoconservative, aka a George Bush skull and bone society, and I don't want that. I want maximum liberty, maximum freedom, and that's why I'm voting for Trump. Kennedy, go to the gym, fatties. Thank you for listening.
All of what he said is, spelled I don't come to this, but all of his premise.
Jason, do you like Tim Waltz? He's a big gun guy.
No, he's an enemy of us.
Why? He's a real rural patriot. Loves pheasant hunting. I can't see why you would dislike such a salt of the earth man.
I mean, that guy is not a supporter of the Second Amendment. He's not going to remove the NFA and let me get silencers without a permit. He actually wants to restrict the AR-15. He said so many times.
Well, that's because he wants to protect Donald Trump from MAGA terrorists.
Well, he wanted to restrict the AR-15 before anything happened. So he's not a supporter of my community. Okay, I don't go pheasant hunting. I go out to the range and I practice with my AR-15 and 77 grain open tip match. That's with my silencer, my laser light, my combat optic. That's what the shooting sports community. I don't know about.
That's what they do. They shoot rifles at ranges and they have competitions and they have a great time and there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. And you're protecting your future security. It's totally legal. It's totally safe. It's totally American. It's totally technological, for God's sakes. The point is, if you don't listen to this Kennedy speech, which is only 30 minutes long, you are the problem. Kennedy is transparency. He's clarity. And his information is absolutely accurate. There is a deep state plot, and the Trump assassination was definitely a botched deep state plot, whether it's CIA, FBI, or some type of international. Where's the evidence? There is no there's nothing present. Anyways, I said what I said, but my point is that I encourage, if this room is really about RFK and Trump, I encourage the moderator here to play the 30-minute clip of Kennedy instead of listening to Thugga Biden spread his propaganda and his political partisan bullshit for the rest of the day. If you really want to give your audience the message, play for them the Kennedy speech. If you don't do it, I mean, I highly encourage you to do it.
Adrian, I would do it for the sake of discussion. Unfortunately, I'm in the car right now, so I don't have access. So if you want to play it, play it.
I'll play it, but I if you can pin the link to the room, people can also just play. I mean, you go on YouTube and you can search it and watch it, but it's a very powerful speech. It's 30 minutes long. I can play it if people on the stage want to listen to it.
RFK is going to give heroin to everyone. His favorite.
See, that's the typical Thugga type of bullshit statement. Great statement, Thugga. Brilliant. I'm sure your wife, your children are going to be so proud of you.
Adrian, please put it in the chat. Because Andre is driving, I don't think we can ask him to do like look something up and put this.
I got it. I can play it for the room, but I mean, I don't want to take away from the joy of listening to Thugga.
We're in a joyful mood. We had a successful DNC. We're very
Successful. It looked like a Pimps and Hoes Scam Artist Award, passing out awards to all the scam artists. Nothing but a bunch of frauds, criminals, liars, the worst of the worst. And you salute them as if they're noble, virtuous, courageous leaders. They're the sickest of society, the biggest whores of society, the biggest sellouts of society. Michelle Obama, Oprah, all of them. Worth $1 billion here, $100 million there, telling everybody you can make it too. Bunch of fucking fraud, communists, warlords, scam artists, drug lords, pimps and hoes. Fuck you, Thugga. Take your elitist attitude and your bullshit propaganda, partisan bullshit, and fuck off.
Adrian, let's not do insults, but I think you described that one. Yeah, just on the perfect.
sure not going to steal our joy. It was a fantastic. I mean, listening to Obama again, it made me remember, like, you guys got no answer for Obama, man. If he could run again, he would smash Trump. Y'all cannot beat that man.
Yeah, I mean, we are doomed. I think we are doomed. And we have failed, and we need to start to ask ourselves why we do not. You know, I think it starts with stand back and stand by, or around that time. You know, just so many errors and mistakes on the part of Trump. And
Did you hear Trump, how he just tweeted something where he said he'll be great for women's reproductive rights? Obviously, that's bullshit. But he's running scared if he's saying reproductive rights. Right.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And a big mistake. We should have waited till Trump's second term to undermine abortion rights. I don't understand why the Christians could not have been more patient. They were so impatient. And they ruined it for all of us. And now Kamala is going to come for our guns. And that's what's really going to happen here. And so hide your guns, people. Hide your guns.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your guns. Hide your husband. Yeah, hide everything. That's all I gotta say. They're coming for your guns. They're coming for your capital gains taxes. They're coming for your unrealized earnings.
Only if you.
They're coming for your corporate profits.
You're
I'm sort of pulling.
Are you worth?
I'm sort of pulling your leg.
I'm
sort of pulling. I'm pulling your leg, and yeah, I'm not worth anything. I'm a
Yeah, we're definitely coming for it if you're worth over $100 million for sure. And if Republicans want to have the fight as like elected officials, that we should protect the interests of people worth more than $100 million, I'm pretty sure Democrats are going to win that fight, right? Because most people think taxes should go up on really, really rich people, especially knowing that a lot of them are paying like zero in effective taxes.
Well, I mean, I don't know about this from like a detailed perspective. Like, I bet you that no one individually, they don't own it directly as an individual. Like, it's intermediated by some kind of corporation. So you're going to have to pass some kind of rule that has a broader effect than that. Let me put it that way. I think it would be really bad for large businesses, for example, if they are hit with these taxes on unrealized gains and things like that. I don't know how they're going to prevent it.
It's not for businesses. It's for individuals. It's not corporations. This is individual wealth.
But how do you distinguish that, right? If, like, you are a beneficiary of a trust that is made up of a basket of corporations, you know? That's how
we're taxing the trust. We're not taxing the actual corporate, like a real corporation, like GE. We're not taxing GE. We're taxing the people who own GE shares, who are worth.
Yeah, but usually, but they like own that through. I don't know. I have to think about how you would actually make that work. I mean, like a family office is a corporation, right? Are you going to tax the family office?
Yeah, we're going to tax that. Yeah, for sure. That's not a.
Interesting. I don't know how. Again, this is the part that seems so wrinkly to me.
You know how Republicans say that. You know how Republicans say that it's bad for poor people to get welfare because it saps those individuals' impetus to go out and be productive and make some layabouts.
No, don't know how Republicans ever say that. Never heard a Republican say that in my whole fucking life, Thugga.
We say the same thing for trustafarians. Having all of that money handed to you fucks you up as an individual, and it's in your best interest for us to tax it away, so you can get off your
Thugga,
ass.
I hate to change topic, but what are you doing tonight with your wife and children, Thugga? I'd like something personal as opposed to your hyper-political bullshit. No, I listen to his hyper-political nonsense all the time. Are you a real human being? Or is this like, I mean, how do you live with this derangement syndrome? It must be exhausting.
I wouldn't discuss my personal life with a terrorist, so I won't be talking.
Oh, you're calling me a terrorist? Well, I guess it takes a terrorist to know a terrorist. I mean, you're a biopharmaceutical vaccinologist terrorist, so that's quite a statement, quite an ad hominem, quite a fucking statement.
Adrian, a white man and a black man are having a productive dialogue.
Okay, you're right. My bad, Jason. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, look, Thugga, I really want to understand better, like, how they will make the rule that distinguishes productive.
Wait, I hate to interrupt. Thugga Biden is a terrorist.
Because on some level, I agree with you morally. I agree with you that the trustafarian is.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt your trustafarianism, but Thugga Biden is a terrorist.
I will finish up here. Come on, I will finish up here. I agree with you on some level that the trustafarian is better off.
Wait, hold on one second. Thugga Biden's a terrorist.
No, silence. The trustafarian is better off in many cases. If there's just like, I don't know, there's an accident and they lose their, the like actual.
I'm sorry, man, but you are really rambling. And Thugga Biden's a terrorist.
I'm trying to, okay. Like, they may be better off. I'm just not sure that there is a good way to write a policy that accomplishes that while not also obstructing all kinds of normal businesses, And, like, a lot of mutual funds and stuff have to be so complex as it is to avoid being taxed on what is actually not something that should be taxed, just to be able to track indices and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I'm doubtful about that part of it. I don't know if there's any policy language available.